Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Dean O'Lally.
And I'm Julie Chin. So happy to be joining you again this week as a guest co-host.
Good to have you, and I know that you're very happy to be here at the Gilcrease Museum in Tulsa, as am I, of course.
Absolutely. Who could turn down this incredible exhibit that focuses on one of the most important food groups ever?
Yep.
Chocolate. Everyone knows the Gilcrease is home to the world's largest and most comprehensive collection of art and artifacts of the American West. But this temporary exhibit featuring chocolate is a must-see. We'll tell you how long you have to make the trip to Tulsa to see it and show you around the museum a bit throughout the show.
But first, it is time to get outside. After all, it's a wonderful time of the year to go exploring just a little bit.
Exactly. Fall temperatures make enjoying the outdoors a breeze. Here's one of my favorite places around the Tulsa area to do exactly that, the Harral Nature Park. At Harral Nature Park, you'll find miles of untouched beauty.
It's a peaceful place.
A pet bunny named Toby.
Come here, honey, you want to see the bunny? Come here and pet the bunny.
And Ranger Johnny, who'll gladly guide you through it all.
I have two dogs and they just love it here. I don't know if they love the park more or Johnny, the park ranger, but we come here almost every day.
The 40-acre park, which includes an interactive indoor nature center, is designed to promote Oklahoma nature and wildlife.
We're going to find all kind of interesting things inside the building. We have live exhibits, we have live reptiles, we have live birds, we have live fish. We feed our squirrels here on the back deck. Usually we'll have around 19 squirrels that will show up when we throw feed out. And we have an observation deck where people can sit and watch the squirrels.
All of the creatures here are found in Oklahoma. You can take a self-guided tour or ask Ranger Johnny for one. He offers classes for the kiddos, too.
The younger ones want to know about spiders and snakes and this kind of thing. We teach a lot about poison ivy and poison oak because we do have that scattered throughout the park.
You'll find two trails here, a shorter trail and a longer one, and they both start at this suspension bridge.
The kids like it because they'll sway a little bit when they go across it, and I always have to stop and tell them, yeah, it's okay and everything, you know. But it's 32 feet to the bottom, so it's up there quite a bit.
Follow the inner trail 6/10 of a mile, or the outer trail, which runs 8/10. There are also intersecting paths that connect to make for a 3-mile loop full of big, beautiful shade trees.
What you're seeing out there is you know, it's been there for a while. Some of the trees we have in the back, probably in the 80 to 100 year range. We've got some beautiful walnuts, a couple walnuts back there that are kind of unique to the area.
I would call it majestic. Every time I come all different seasons with the dog and my grandchild, and it's beautiful. It just lifts me up every time I come.
There's lots to see here, including a glimpse into Broken Arrow's history. This is where the city got its water supply in 1909.
There is the remnants of two of the pump houses that you can still see down there, down inside the creek. They pumped it from the pump house uphill to a big pump well up there, and then from there, then they piped it all the way into downtown.
A Christmas tree farm was also once here. Look closely and you can still spot a few. There's plenty of wildlife spottings here too.
You might see some beaver activity along there, you might see some ducks, and you might see some geese. We also have a lot of red-shouldered hawks here in the park. Soon
you'll also see more butterflies. Construction is underway to add a butterfly garden.
We'll be registered with monarchwatch.org. It's going to be about 4,000, 4,500 square feet, and it will have different varieties of milkweed in there along with just different types of wildflower to attract the monarch.
Harral Nature Center, a hidden gem for the whole family to explore.
Bring a lunch, have a picnic, enjoy the center, and a nice little day trip.
Y'all come on out, you can meet me. If you don't want to see me, you can come see Toby.
The best part about visiting the Harral Nature Center and Park, it's free. The park is open to the public 365 days a year, dawn to dusk, and the Nature Center operates Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m.
That looks like a fun place to explore, but if you're wanting to get up close and personal with animals, we've got just the ticket for you.
Load up the family or a group of friends and head to the Rockin' D Alpaca Farm in Guthrie. Tiffany Tatro takes us there.
If you're looking for a fun, new adventure, maybe a little off the beaten path, we have just the place for you here at the Rockin' D Alpaca Ranch.
Meet Summer, Sunbonnet, and Silverlight. Just a few of the friendly faces waiting to meet you at the Rockin' D Alpaca Farm.
We've got Pacini, Tracini, Picasso, that's some of our male boys.
Bobby Dickerson and his wife Diane have 35 alpacas on their Guthrie ranch.
They are really friendly. You know, they love to be fed. They're really a social type animal.
They'll take you on a free farm tour and even set up pens for kids to get up close and personal with the animals.
Kids can lead them around or pet them and feed them, and it's just a great interaction with them on it. It's really awesome.
Alpacas aren't all you'll find on the farm. Rockin' D is also home to guineas and peacocks, providing even more adventures for the little ones.
The kids all seem to like finding guinea eggs and picking up feathers, so there's also other things that kids seem to be able to enjoy when they come out to visit.
But the fun isn't just for the kiddos. The Dickersons do on-site shearing, creating beautiful products sold on the ranch.
The moms can shop, do a little shopping for gloves, hats. We have a lot of yarn that we've had made from our alpacas.
Local folks aren't the only farm goers.
We've had people as far as from Wichita, Kansas.
Some people even want to spend their special day with the animals.
We've had some kids from Shawnee drive over. They called us up one weekend and said, hey, it's one of our birthdays. He said, can we come over and see the alpacas?
Rockin' D provides 10 acres of fun for the entire family. And with animals as cute as these, the hardest part might be saying goodbye.
We've had families getting ready to leave and the kids don't want to go. They want to stay, and I say if they can help with the chores, they can stay.
If you are interested in coming out for a tour, it's free of charge. Just remember you need to make an appointment first. In Guthrie, Tiffany Tatro, Discover Oklahoma.
To make that appointment, check out Rockin' D Alpaca's website or just give them a call.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
We do our own dressings, we do fresh breads, we sell those by the loaves.
The secret spot that has a lunch crowd lining up every day.
You're walking through an architectural marvel. You're walking through a piece of art.
Plus inside one of our state's most beautiful buildings.
Oh, we come here once a week. It's some of the best barbecue I've ever eaten.
And the dinner destination worth the drive. It's all coming up right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Oklahoma's new 2016 travel guide is your ticket to the state's most exciting places, attractions, and activities. Loaded with great ideas from cover to cover. Don't wait to order. Get your free 2016 Oklahoma travel guide online at travelok.com today.
Welcome back to the Gilcrease Museum here in Tulsa. We're checking out their temporary exhibit on chocolate.
And I have to tell you that the Gilcrease Museum's local partner with this exhibit is Glacier Confection, one of my all-time favorite places in the world.
And Dino, I have to admit, the sights, sounds, and smells here are making me a little bit hungry.
I'm right there with you, no problem at all. And there is a little known place where we can take care of all that. They have a really, really tasty lunch and they have fantastic desserts. Shelley Mills is going to take us to the Union and more.
Welcome to the Union, a casual stop and more. It's not a restaurant many know about, but it's one that has a faithful crowd.
Good food, very good food.
Jim Garcia and his wife first found out about this hidden jewel in Moore several months ago. Now they come almost every week to enjoy a meal with their granddaughters.
They make some good dinners and good meals. Really good.
Affordable?
Affordable, yes. Yes, very affordable.
We do our own dressings, we do fresh breads, we sell those by the loaves.
But this is not just any restaurant. Set back from the intersection of Eastern and Main and Moore, the Union is a part of Platte College. It's a restaurant that serves as a classroom. Everything here is made fresh by students studying to become chefs.
We teach them that we always eat with our eyes first, so we have to have that eye appeal.
And boy, do they have it. From the hamburgers and sandwiches to the cookies and pastries, the Union offers a different variety of desserts each week. On this day, Italian cream cakes, cupcakes, and carrot cake cookies were ready to go.
We do everything here from scratch. A lot of stuff in our pastry case is student made.
Thank you. Now, if you want to know the secret of how to beat the crowd here at the Union, come anytime before 12:30 or after 1, because at 12:30, Moore High School across the street lets out for lunch, and this place gets packed. Paige Ortega and her friends come here several times a week.
I usually get the grilled cheese because it's cheap and good.
The high schoolers, they love the grilled cheeses.
But it's not the only thing. The hamburgers, baked potatoes, and several of the other sandwiches listed on the menu also get great reviews by these hungry teens.
This is pretty good. If I want like real food, then I'll come here.
Another crowd favorite, the giant cookies.
It's just like the taste. It tastes like when my grandma makes cookies. It just tastes as good as that.
Shelley says the restaurant is a great way for Platte College student chefs to learn what it really takes to be successful.
There's a lot more to the restaurant than actual food.
These chefs in training are learning about customer service, time management, and how to balance the load, especially when things get a little busy. Important lessons that will help them to succeed in their future. I'm Shelley Mills, Discover Oklahoma.
The Union is open for lunch Monday through Friday, 11 to 3. It's at Eastern and Main and Moore. They also offer all types of cooking classes to the public. Find out more about that on their website.
Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
And their jaws hit the floor and they're immediately looking up.
Wonder and awe at the architecture in one of Oklahoma's most beautiful places.
And I smelled the barbecue as I passed by.
And when you smell it from the car, it has to be good. We're taking you to one of Southern Oklahoma's best barbecue joints a little bit later, right here on Discover Oklahoma.
The Rhythm and Roots Music Trail is your front row seat to excitement. Hit the road to explore rock, blues, country, all of Oklahoma's rich music heritage. Order your free guide at travelok.com.
Oklahoma Today magazine brings you stunning photography and authentic award-winning stories of home from Oklahoma. The only magazine that covers the entire state, Oklahoma Today showcases what we love about Oklahoma, bringing to you the very best of its people, places, culture, history, and of course, its legendary food. Subscribe now at oklahomatoday.com and get 6 issues absolutely free. Don't miss a single issue of Oklahoma Today magazine.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma. We're coming to you this week from the Gilcrease Museum in Tulsa. Such a beautiful place.
It is indeed, and another location worth the look around is in our state's first capital. Of course, we're talking about Guthrie. The Scottish Rites Temple there truly is an architectural wonder.
First and foremost, it is the meeting place for the world's oldest fraternity, the Masonic fraternity.
Also known as the Palace on the Prairie, this massive complex is a place you can tour and enjoy the history, beauty, and decor of what many consider a very impressive architectural wonder.
In here we have about 13 different time period rooms doing our best to honor different building societies.
For example, when you start a tour, you will be in the atrium looking as it did when it was originally completed in 1929. It's Roman-style architecture decorated with Czechoslovakian crystal, chandeliers, and marble from 4 different regions in the United States and Europe. And one of my favorite rooms is the Crystal Room, and its centerpiece is this incredible rug designed by a lady named Catherine Davidson.
The rug is probably the largest, maybe at least it's in the top 10 of single-piece handmade rugs. It's 30 feet wide, 45 feet long, and carpet and pad together weigh over a ton. It's made of wool and camel's hair.
Your walk through various architectural time periods will continue through the Pompeian and Assyrian rooms, but down the hall is an important part of Oklahoma history. It's known as the ballroom. The very first Oklahoma legislature met right here.
It was actually at that time, it was 2 rooms. There was a division in that room to where the House could meet in one side and the Senate could meet in the other.
And now the ballroom is used for dinners, dances, weddings, and wedding receptions. Now my 2 second favorite areas of the temple include the 2 theaters.
We teach our degrees and our lessons in masonry in the form of 1-act plays. We have one very large theater. It seats 1,760 people. It is an Italian Renaissance style and an opera house. It has very good acoustics. It gets used by all sorts of concert groups and programs like that. It has a 5,372 pipe organ, and it also has a set of chimes and a harp that can be played from that. The smaller theater is Egyptian style. It was modeled after one of the mortuary temples found in Egypt. And the paint in that Egyptian room is real Egyptian paint. In other words, it's egg tempera. You take egg, you grind up whatever powder that is going to be the color you want, mix it together and blob it on. In dry climate, it'll dry and it'll stay forever. It'll be very bright and vibrant all these years later.
And as you pass through what's known as Solomon's Arch or take in the Gothic Library, Tim says when people leave here, they're hoping that the folks take away a sense of awe of man's ability to create.
You're walking through an architectural marvel. You're walking through a piece of art. And most of the people, when they come in, they pass the doors leaving the office complex into this atrium that we're standing in now. 42-foot ceilings, a 3/4 of a ton chandelier, bright stained glass, and their jaws hit the floor and they're immediately looking up. If man's works are also valuable, hopefully they'll take away a sense of the worth of mankind. And maybe we can make a better world just based on that.
Tours are $5, and the temple advises you call ahead to make sure there are no special events scheduled on the day you want to visit.
Coming up, how far would you drive for the best barbecue?
Every time we come up here, it's good. And we drive round trip 45 miles.
Your next road trip is calling, coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's new 2016 travel guide is your ticket to the state's most exciting places, attractions, and activities. Loaded with great ideas from cover to cover. Don't wait to order. Get your free 2016 Oklahoma travel guide online at travelok.com today.
And the waving wing. Kiss your snow sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. We know we belong to the land. And the land we belong to is grand. So when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
What a great day we've had checking out the chocolate exhibit at the Gilcrease Museum in Tulsa.
And this chocolate exhibit, and really the entire museum, is absolutely worth the drive to Tulsa. That is, of course, if you don't already call this part of the state home.
And you know what else is worth the drive?
What's that?
A barbecue joint in Kingston. Lisanne Anderson takes us to Jack Attack Barbecue.
Kingston, Oklahoma, maybe a one-stoplight town, but at that one stoplight, your nose will lead you to some of the best barbecue around.
I use that light to my advantage. When it's red, it lines up like that, I go out there and open the doors on the smoker.
Meet Jack Jones. He and his wife, Shelley, are the owners of Jack Attack Barbecue.
She makes everything fresh every day. Really, she's the backbone of it.
What started as a way to feed a big family, have 9 kids, turned into a mobile food truck business. Jack and Shelley even hit the road with that trailer, competing in barbecue competitions all over the place.
We 7th overall in Claremore, Oklahoma a couple years ago. We've got 9th overall in Enid, which is my favorite contest. And we've got several top 10 calls, still looking for that first grand championship.
Now firmly grounded at the corner of Highway 70 and Main Street in Kingston. Their customers agree they've already made the top 10 around here.
Oh, we come here once a week. It's some of the best barbecue I've ever eaten.
What's the best thing that you think is here?
Pulled chicken, all of it, but that's what I get all the time. He gets the chopped beef, and what I get, about everything on the menu. Every time I come, I try something different, and it's all good.
From the smoked bologna to the brisket.
Yeah, these are pretty well done. Need to pull them off and find a new home for them.
It's all slow cooked to perfection.
I want a half a rack of ribs.
Half a rack of ribs? When you order those ribs, you know they'll be ready to fall off the bone. And your pulled pork and chicken, it's going to be steaming to perfection.
That's how you know when it's done, Lizanne, when you pull that bone out of there like that.
Of course, you can't forget that homemade potato salad, the beans, even fresh cut fries. And the secret to any good barbecue has to be in the sauce.
We're kind of more along the lines of Kansas City, I believe. We make our own sauce, and it's kind of a sweet sauce.
Just drive through Kingston, right off Highway 70. You're going to get that great aroma of fresh-made barbecue. And if you're headed to the lake, call in your order. They'll have it ready for you to go. And you get free desserts.
Yes, ma'am.
They've got fresh-made cakes ready to go. I'm hungry and we're headed to the lake. We'll see you there. Whether you're just driving by and get a craving,
I smelled the barbecue as I passed by it, so I turned around and I came back and I wanted a brisket sandwich. That's what I wanted.
or you make a point to come hang out on the patio with some friends.
Every time we come up here, it's good. And we drive round trip 45 miles just to get one of them.
Make sure you bring your appetite, because Jack promises you won't drive away hungry. Discovering Oklahoma in Kingston, I'm Lisanne Anderson.
If you're looking for the next great Oklahoma restaurant for your family to try, you need a copy of the Discover Oklahoma Destination Dining Guide. It's a book full of over 200 Oklahoma restaurants with some of the most delicious food we've ever tried. Head to our website, travelok.com, and click on where it says Request Free Brochures to get your copy.
A big thank you to the folks here at Gilcrease for hosting us this week. We have loved being surrounded by all this chocolate.
Absolutely, and connected to the chocolate, we want to talk about the fact that, of course, this is the Tulsa Drillers' 50th anniversary. What better way to commemorate that than a bar of chocolate made by Glacier Confection? I've been waiting to this moment in the show. Why don't you go ahead and take a bite?
Thank you.
And I'm going to as well, and I'll see you later. I'm done. I'm good.
Delicious. A reminder, this exhibit is only temporary. It's here until January 8th, so a great place to visit over the holidays. The Gilcrease is open 10 to 5, Tuesday through Sunday. They're closed on Mondays and Christmas Day. Admission is $8 for adults. There's a discount for military members and senior citizens. And the best part, kids under 18 are admitted free. Plan your visit to Tulsa today.
And coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, get ready for some of the best pie you've ever tasted. We'll tell you where to find these, the destination worth the drive.
And ready, aim, arrows, the Tulsa spot where you can check out archery. We're shooting away next week right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma.
okay, take just a little
Like
bitty,
this
just a little bit. I'm taking the rest of it home.
Oh.
You have a little bitty, okay, that's too big. Oh my gosh.